You may have heard of this story. It's a dreadfully sad story on so many levels. A young woman, Caroline Wimmer, was murdered, strangled. She was 26 years old. One of the EMTs who attended the scene of that murder took a photograph of Caroline Wimmer's body. He then posted that photograph on Facebook. Now, Caroline Wimmer's parents, Martha and Ronald Wimmer, are suing Facebook. I want to bring in now Dahlia Saper, who is an attorney specializing in social media, joining us from our Chicago bureau. Dahlia, thanks for being with us this morning. This is a
Good morning, Jonathan.
Dreadful case on so many levels, but legally speaking, do the parents have a case to sue Facebook here?
The parents do not have a case to sue Facebook, and unfortunately, this is the first place that people turn to when there is a social media violation, so to speak, is Facebook, is the social media site. Unfortunately, there are several acts that prevent Facebook from disclosing information and also provide Facebook with liability protection. The liability protection is under the Communications Decency Act that says Facebook is absolutely not responsible for the actions of its users, and the Stored Communications Act is the act that prevents Facebook from disclosing any content of belonging to their account holders. And so what the parents are seeking in this case is the photograph and content be removed and the information with respect to anyone and everyone who's accessed it and perhaps reposted it to be obtained by Facebook.
So the bottom line, Dahlia, is that anybody can put on Facebook anything they like?
Yeah, pretty much. Now, there is exceptions, of course, and that doesn't immune the person from being sued for a violation of perhaps, like in this case, posting private photographs that should never have been posted, or in the case of an employer, trade secret information, or in the event of, let's say, intellectual property, copyrighted photos belonging to someone else. There are a whole slew of legal issues that can arise as a result of negative posts on Facebook, but Facebook itself will not be liable. The individual who committed the wrong act will be liable.
So the family would have a case against this New York City paramedic, Mark Musarella, 46 years old. They would have a case against him.
They absolutely have a very strong case against him, and if, as you can imagine, the hospital that hired him is going to have to incur a lot of legal expense defending the case and perhaps settling with the parents. I actually give lectures on a regular basis on the importance of responsible social media usage, and it's up to the organizations and the businesses, the government organizations even, to instruct and inform their employees about what is and is not okay in the online context. People are so readily they have their cell phones on them, they tweet something, they update a status on Facebook, and they don't think twice before they do that.
Now, the lawyers for the Wimmer family have said Facebook is uploading something like 10 million pictures a month. They need more screeners, and they should at least morally start screening some of the material that is put on there. Is that, I know that's not a legal point, but is there some sort of moral obligation that Facebook should have to try to keep this sort of material off of their pages?
Well, Facebook has a terms of use, and any account holder who signs up to use Facebook agrees to those terms of use. The only affirmative duty Facebook really has is to take down any photographs or content that violates their own terms of use. But beyond that, no, there's no real strong legal duty absent a court order or something that's forcing Facebook to do something. Facebook is working on a variety of levels to allow for reporting features so individuals can go and report a photograph or fan page or any sort of content that is objectionable. And they have responded in certain instances. I think there was a website devoted to the Palestinian Intifada that raised a lot of controversy. Facebook took it down after a lot of objection. So they are trying to respond to issues on a case-by-case basis, but as you can imagine, they cannot take on the role of a censor and sit and screen through the billions of photographs that are uploaded on a monthly basis. I think there's 30 billion photos on a monthly basis that Facebook hosts. So practically not possible. To the extent that they can screen, they're working on taking down objectionable content.
All right, Dalia Saper, principal with the Saper Law Offices. Thank you for joining us from Chicago today. A very interesting case, one we'll follow here at FoxNews.com Live. Thanks, Dalia.